Give me your clothes.
The Terminator is directed by James Cameron and is the original rated R Terminator movie.
That's right, kids. Before movies were made for money and had to be family friendly, they were made with passion and told the stories they were made to tell.
Linda Hamilton plays Sarah Connor, a waitress who is targeted by this T-800 cyborg from the future, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, to kill her before she births John Connor, who will grow up to be the saviour of humanity against the war of the machine.
The first time I saw this movie was in the late 1990s. In fact, I still own the original VHS tape. Last night I got the opportunity to sit down at a one-night only screening of the original Terminator movie as the release of Terminator Genisys approaches. It was an honour to see one of my favourite movies growing up on the big screen. From the minute that classic instrumental hits with the title panning over, I felt myself immediately get excited and had the biggest grin on my face.
Linda Hamilton is fantastic as Sarah Connor.
What made Hamilton's performance great was that you really believed her performance in this role. She's an average waitress living the average lifestyle. But on one night she learns that her life is more than average, and you've got this man, Kyle Reese, played by Michael Biehn, protecting her from this machine that has been sent back from the future that is trying to kill her.
I'm here to help you. I'm Reese, DN 38416, assigned to protect you. You've been targeted for termination.
Hamilton's performance really made you fear for her life and connect with the character. The storytelling is balanced well. However, there are a couple of times where the movie does slow down a bit. This is due to the detail that is taken to enrich the characters' stories that they are telling. You can see where these scenes could have been shortened and put in later on in the movie. However, the fact that they would have to have been there anyway shows that even when the movie does get a bit long-winded, it's long-winded with a purpose. That everything that is said is necessary in the Terminator.
I'm not going to go into Arnie's performance because I'm sure you've seen and heard all the impressions, but just know that he nails it. James Cameron really knew where his direction wanted to go, and the script is superb.
The CGI in the movie is a bit dated, as you can see from the beginning. Even at the end of the movie, when the Terminator reveals his metal skeleton. However, there is some phenomenal practical effects with the Terminator's arm. And other scenes with the metal skeleton itself. This was made in a time when certain special effects were made in actual models and had to be controlled by someone. In fact, one of the most memorable scenes from the Terminator
sees Arnie perform eye surgery on himself with a scalpel. Half of the scene was performed by Arnie with a bladeless scalpel, while the aftermath was done with two fake head molds, a 1x1 scale head and a larger head for close-ups.
Watching this movie, the way it was filmed is a true timestamp capture of the 1980s. From the music, the fashion, the culture, this movie really brings you into another time. This is filmmaking at its absolute finest. So much passion was taken with every little detail of some of the most important scenes, including the love scene between Linda Hamilton's character and Michael Biehn's character. The way the score is altered to fit that scene, and the way the scene has been cut, brings some of the most passionate acting and the most passionate storytelling that you could see in a movie. Every part of this movie is handled carefully, from the casting to the humour, the action, the suspense, the horror, and it all builds up to one of the most heart-wrenching endings of seeing a character develop from the beginning of a movie to the end. This movie at its best is intense and an absolute masterpiece. Not forgetting as well, it paved the way for many Arnie impressions and cameos that we have seen today. Come on, do it! Yeah, that being one of them. I think this is the first time I'm doing this on my channel, and what a movie to start it off with. Without a doubt, I'm giving The Terminator a fantastic 10 out of 10. Even though James Cameron has come out saying that the new Terminator Genesis is the true third movie for the Terminator franchise, I would still recommend going back and seeing this one before you see that, so that you can understand where the Terminator started and why it is as popular a franchise as it is today. I would really like to hear from people that haven't seen the Terminator before, what they thought about this, if they have seen the newer installments, like Terminator 3 or Terminator Salvation. So let's talk about it in the comments below. Like this video, share it with the world. Can you tell me what one of these are? I'll see you next time on GingerClips.
The Terminator. Your future is in its hands.